All right, back again with another Spooky Kid podcast episode. And today we have these wonderful and amazing models for Spooky Kid clothing brand, aka
Jordan.
Krystin.
Right on, right on. So yeah, keep a lookout for that merch. Gonna be posting it pretty soon. Let's get started.
All right.
All right. So I invited Krystin because she said she was into horror. It was her thing. So sorry, this place is haunted.
Yeah.
What got you into horror? Let's get that rolling.
I'd say more so, I think, like, my mom, like, especially during high school, a lot of the times what we would do is just watch random horror films.
Mm-hmm.
Like, either, just kind of anywhere around the world, like, a lot of, like, Indonesian films, Mexican films, you know, kind of put our finger in every pie to see which one's, like, best or, like, kind of rank them out. So, yeah.
Okay. Jordan?
I got into horror more recently. I didn't like it too much as a kid because of like Annabelle. Hated dolls. Was not a fan of them. So I had like my good friend David about like 2 years ago really get me into it with like the Scream franchise. So that kind of started it. And then yeah, I've seen other stuff. And
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Fair enough. So, fucking turkey. So, aside from you helping me with my project and helping others with, I think it was Austin. I mean, Jose, I don't know if he's got anything in horror, but aside from helping us out do horror themed stuff, how do you feel watching it and being a part of it? As an actress standpoint.
Yeah. Watching it is
Fucking turkey.
watching it I feel like is scarier than doing it.
Okay.
Cause you don't like anticipate it as much. Like if it's like a movie, if I'm just watching like a movie, yeah, I get pretty scared. I don't know, like a simple jump scare and I'm like having like a heart attack. But if I'm like watching it like behind the scenes, like on set, yeah, it's still kind of scary for me because I'm not the one like doing all of it, so it leaves like a lot more for like some anticipation. Doing it is like a lot better. I like doing it. I love acting in horror, and I think it's super super fun.
Okay.
Yeah, I'd love to primarily do horror, I think. So.
All right. So with that being said, I know you always talk about wanting to play certain roles. What would you say it would be like the ultimate role that you would want to play in anything that is horror themed, horror based?
I just want to be a psychopath. I just want to play like a killer. I want to play a killer really, really, really bad, but I am open to being like a final girl. I think that would be nice, you know.
Okay.
Get myself a nice little franchise going. Yeah, that would be preferable, but I think it's kind of fun to play like the killer. So.
Okay. So what kind of psychopath killer do you have in mind? Like that.
I want to be a slasher. Yep.
Okay.
Yep. Yeah, I want to get in there. I want to be fighting.
Slice some throats,
Yeah, they'll be like, "What's this 5'3" girl doing, murdering all these people?" I'm like, I'm just built different, a unit, you know.
Yep.
I would say.
Yep. I've
built different.
I've heard the unit statement before. Krystin, what about? I mean, I don't know. Have you acted in anything other than what I'm trying to get you to do?
I was, like, your friend, like, was it Nick or Robert? I helped them with a project. I was her bully, pretty much.
Oh, okay.
And then she ran me over with a car, so that was
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
fake blood all over my hand.
Okay.
So that was fun.
She had a fake blood moment. Yep.
Oh, okay.
Stained her hands.
Yeah.
I did not know
But
that.
that's okay.
No.
Oh yeah, that was fun.
It was fun.
It was a fun day. We got to go to RCC.
Yeah.
Oh, that's what that was?
I basically
Yeah,
just
we went
there.
there. Oh,
got out of her
okay.
hand,
All
and I
right.
just giggled.
Yep.
Ran away.
Yeah. No, they were beating me up, and I was on the
yeah,
ground.
abuse
They were
was
kicking the
happening on
shit out of
set.
me. It
Very
was
good.
Yeah.
2-on-1.
Yeah, it was a little unfair, but that's okay. Got her back in the end. Ran her over.
Damn.
Yeah.
So
It's
was
full on
saying-
And
just.
Britney
Yeah, that's
Spears
it.
about to perform at my birthday party too. That was crazy.
yeah,
Unfortunate.
it's unfortunate for you. Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's the start of my psychopath journey, I think,
Yeah.
It's kind of like a gateway into it.
Okay.
So, hopefully in the future, I'll do more than just hit people with cars.
Yeah.
What would you want to do? Like, what would be the role that you would want to take on?
Ooh. I mean, I'm pretty good with anything, but
Like, what is that one role you think you can like absolutely kill?
that I
on
can
the-
do.
Mhm.
That is, I don't know. It's kind of hard for me to answer, but I think what would be cool is like to play like a demon. I guess like in a horror
a demon.
movie.
Okay.
You know, that'd be fun.
Yeah.
Like, what's
So-
her name? The lady who plays a nun. She's got this weird ass name.
Nope.
I know what you're talking about.
It's.
No,
I
I
don't
know what you're talking
Yeah.
about. Now I'm horrible with names, honestly. So.
But yeah, I mean, I know she was in what's that one movie? Princess Diaries.
What?
Yeah.
Wait.
Yeah, she was in Princess
was in
Diaries. She was
Princess
one of the
Diaries?
ladies. She was
I
one,
love Princess Diaries.
she's
I
one
want
of like
another
the
one.
rich ladies who's got like this gold dress or something. She's
Oh.
married to some
Dang.
fat
Dang, I didn't
dude.
know that.
Well, that's a goated
Yeah.
movie,
No, yeah,
so
that is true.
Okay.
not horror, but if you're looking for something good, watch
good old little
Princess Diaries,
connection.
please. I
Okay.
love
The crossover we always needed.
I love Anne Hathaway.
Okay. All right. Now I'm gonna go a little bit off topic
Oh, okay.
of movies. I want to talk about scary stuff since we are outside in your backyard.
Okay. Yes.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Let's talk
Spooky.
about scary moments.
Okay. Scary moments.
Let's talk about your most scariest moment in life.
My scariest moment in life was when I got up this morning and looked in the mirror. No.
Jump scare.
Ooh, yeah. No, I think I have like a lot. I think since I was young, I've had a lot of paranormal experiences. Also, because I'm very into like all that spiritual stuff, so I guess
Gotcha.
I sort of open myself up to
Mm.
more of that. Like all my family probably has stories about it. Like I said, I was telling you guys off camera that in the game room, like there's a ton of activity. A lot of stuff like moves. I've had sleepovers where like the lights would like flicker and then you hear like a bang and then like I think it was like the trash can had like moved outside of the bathroom. You just see the toilet paper rolling out. It was more comedic if anything, but like for a second you're like, oh, like how did that happen though?
Okay.
So that
That
would
makes
happen like a
sense.
lot, which is kind of like, and I know one time me and my brother Steven, we were in the kitchen and we have this ghost that we call Charlie, and we were just like chilling, and I think I was like filming like a little like video or something I was gonna send to someone, and then like a pen like flew like right
Oh shit.
across us. Yeah, so that was something very scary. I mean, we got the little like shadow people that you see in the corner of your eye. That's yeah, not fun. I mean, my dad, he'll see like full on figures and stuff. Like the lady in the blue dress that was in the kitchen.
Jesus.
Yeah, he asked me, he was like, were you in the kitchen last night? And I was like, I don't know what you're talking about, dude. Either you're losing it or you're seeing something, so could be either 50-50, but
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah, that does sound creepy as shit.
Mm-hmm.
I know I've had something similar happen to me like that. But I'll tell you
Yeah.
guys about that later.
Yeah. I mean, there's so many times I've I thought I'm like getting possessed or something, but I think it's sleep paralysis. Still scary.
Mm.
Not fun. Don't like sleep paralysis, but yeah.
What about you, Krystin?
The scariest moment, like paranormal wise, I remember when I was little, and this is like when I used to live like my childhood home, and I remember like being so scared of the dark where I just like leave my door open and I'd force my family to keep the hallway light on just because I was just so scared of the dark. And I remember like having like a bunch of like toys and like dolls like
Ooh,
kind of all
hell
Yeah,
around
your
me.
Monster High collection.
Yeah. Imagine if we were possessed. But no, I remember like laying in bed one day or like one night we're all going to bed, and of course the door is open, lights on, helps me feel safe.
Mhm.
And I remember I don't remember like how like it kind of started, but I remember laying in bed and like hearing like footsteps, but like very like slowly kind of like down the hall, and it's kind of hard to hear footsteps because it's like we had carpet, but it was like kind of clear as day. But they were like, it wasn't like long stride footsteps. They were like as if like it was a very small person
Oh, shit.
walking. And I remember hearing it, and I was like, "What's that?" Because I know we had a dog, but that dog slept in my sister's room, and I remember just kind of being like feeling a little freaked out. So then I kind of like put the blanket over my head, be like, "I'm fine," you know, because as a little kid, I'll be safe here.
Yeah.
And then I remember immediately when I did that, like the footsteps got super quick down the hallway, and like it got into my room, and I was like, "What the heck?" And then I just even remember like two like tiny arms like grabbing my arm like
Ooh.
aggressively, and I remember just being like frozen in fear because I was like, "What is this?" Because
Yeah.
it like it felt like how I could describe it like baby hands, but like of course no one's in my house that's like younger than me. Like I'm the youngest. And like I remember just like it just like holding me, and I was like so scared, and I was just like, I'm not looking. I'm not, this blanket is not coming off my head. I'm sleeping with this blanket on. And I think I think kind of like blacked out after that, cuz like that's like the last thing I remember is just like just feeling these tiny hands like on my arm,
Man.
like almost like just
Damn.
so hard. And I was like, what? And I could still see like the light on from the hallway like through my blanket, and I think to me that was like the scariest moment because like I don't remember besides that like nothing else.
Yeah, I would have been out. I would have
besides
been
that.
like, Mom, we gotta move.
No.
I know, I was
The
just,
moment
like,
something touches me, I'd be like,
frozen.
no, we're moving.
Yeah,
we're in the
I'm out.
house.
Because I remember feeling so scared that it's like it was gonna take the blanket off of me, but like, so hence why like I just didn't like, I just couldn't even think about looking at it. I was like, no, I'm dying in this blanket if that's what happens. But yeah, that was
Yeah.
like the scariest moment for me. I think at that point I was like 8 or something.
Oh,
I was
shit.
young,
Yeah.
so
Okay. All right.
super fun.
Yeah. Sounds like a blast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And where is this house?
It's a Menifee. It's kind of, you know where Kelly Kirkpatrick is in Menifee? I used to live around that area.
Oh,
So
okay.
I think it's like a 10-minute drive from here.
Yep.
Shit.
Yeah, the house is updated now for whoever moved in there, so good luck to them.
Yeah.
Okay. So, since you talked about Charlie,
Oh, I can give you so much lore. Yeah.
I want to hear what your description of Charlie is.
Charlie? Okay, well, I have to
Like-
give some backstory. So, apparently, way back when, I can't give you exact dates because I have horrible memory. But there, was... they had people, like, underneath the house, like, gold mining and stuff, like, all that stuff. But apparently, like, they hit a water pipe and they all drowned.
Oh shit.
Yeah, and so it's from, like, it's, like, our whole neighborhood right here. So, yeah, we assume it's, like, one of them. We just named them Charlie. We have Charlie and Carlos. Carlos is the ghost that's in the game room. Charlie's the house ghost. Steven would call him that when he was little because, he would talk to him in his
What the fuck?
room. Yeah. So...
Yeah, I don't.
Yeah, and
It's-
he described him as that. He was like, oh no, like this is what he looks like, blah blah blah. And I was like, okay, bud, like, yeah, I think you're a little old for an imaginary friend,
How
but
old was he?
sure. Oh my gosh, like 10,
Oh
probably.
yeah, no, yeah.
Yeah,
That's
like you
little.
think at that age it'd like grow out of
No,
it,
yeah,
but
no.
I was like, I guess like since I was used to having paranormal experiences when I was younger, I was like, I don't know, maybe it's like an inherited thing. Yeah, maybe just drawn to us or something. But yeah, he used to like talk to them like in his room all the time, and I was just like, okay.
No, I would.
Yeah, I mean they
At
never
10
said
years old-
anything. They never told him
Yeah.
to do anything bad. So you know we're still here. We still made it. Not telling him to kill people. Yeah, but.
Okay.
Charlie, yeah, he's not as like active as he used to be, but when we were younger, he was like crazy.
I feel like when you're younger is when they mess with you the most.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
Like,
I
you're
feel like you
more-
have better like reactions when you're
Yeah.
younger. and
More
stuff.
vulnerable.
Yeah,
Yeah.
100%. You're way more vulnerable. I think that's why like a lot of people believe that like when you're younger, it's easier to see like spirits and stuff, just because you're like so you're not like tainted from the world or
You're so
whatever.
innocent. Like you don't know what's like
Yeah.
good and bad yet.
Yeah.
So okay, so what you just said.
Mhm.
I have a cousin who lives. I want to say it's like the borderline of Lake Matthews and Riverside,
Mm.
and they built this house from scratch. It was in this. It still is. It's in this dirt road. It's got a neighborhood kind of like yours, and it's a brand new house. They built it from the ground up. I remember being there for a Christmas get together, Christmas Eve. It's like 5-6 years ago. Um, their son was a little bit younger, and I showed up by myself, thinking somebody was outside, because like when you're outside, you see like these shadow figures, and you think it's somebody. And he looked bald, right? So I thought it was my cousin's husband, because he
feature,
right? No, because like you could see like it was a round head, and there was like no hair.
shiny.
Yeah.
Could tell from the light emitted.
So I thought it was my cousin's husband, who was also bald, right? So I pull up, and I just see him like kind of walk on the side of the house, then come walking back towards the front. And I was getting down out of the car, and when I get to the front gate, I'm like, well, where the fuck did he go? I didn't hear the door open. So I'm like curious to like how fast he vanished inside the house. I was like, that was pretty quick.
Yeah, sprinting.
Yeah, I was like, that's pretty quick. So I go in, I'm eating their food and whatnot, and their son comes up to me, and he's like, oh, check out my new toy. I got it for Christmas. I was like, oh, that's cool. And then he goes on to say, yeah, I don't like my other toys. And I was like, well, why not? And he goes, the ghost is always playing with them. He doesn't let me sleep. And I'm like looking at him like, what the fuck? Like, why would you say that?
Yeah, like,
And being how as young as he was, I was like, okay, it's kind of creepy because he's little.
because like, how would you know?
Yeah,
about
how would
that
you
stuff?
know? But yet, he's telling me how they turn on at night and they don't let him sleep, and this, that, and the other. And so I told my cousin, I was like, hey, this is what your son said to me, and I saw somebody outside of your house. Uh-oh. This is what he said. I saw him outside, or saw this person outside your house. Is like your house haunted, and she like immediately freaked out. She's like, "Don't say that. That's not true." Like, and like I could tell that she was like extremely worried and extremely freaked out about it. So that's one of the scariest things that I experienced. I got plenty more. So this leads on to my next question.
Yes.
How do you feel about the Ouija board?
No. Well, okay. No. I don't like using it, but I feel like that's a bit hypocritical since I do tarot and stuff, because I guess both is like
It has to do with
a way
like,
to communicate, just a way to communicate with the other side. But I just feel like the Ouija board, I've just like not had good experiences in the past. I feel like I just have more control with tarot.
Okay.
Ouija boards, I've never like heard anything good about it. I know it's like all about like the intent and stuff like that, but I personally just don't feel like it's the best way to communicate, or just like worth it. So I prefer tarot, or like seeing like a psychic or something like that. So
What about you, Krystin?
Yeah, I wouldn't mess with the Ouija board. Just kind of same thing. Like you've only hear negative things about them. Like there's movies based on them. So, and also like my mom like made me like have a promise with her to like never touch one. Like if I remember like with a group of friends or something and they want to do it, sure, but I won't touch it. I won't touch it. Like I'll watch you guys, make sure you guys don't like die or anything. But like I wouldn't
actually,
because I don't know. I feel like the Ouija board just attracts like a whole different like energy with
that's
it.
what I'm saying. I feel like I just like,
because like with tarot cards,
I feel like I can like, it's very like specific for me.
Yeah.
And I feel like I can just trust it more, and I have like a bond with my cards and stuff, because like I pick it, I like,
yeah, because they're distinctly yours.
Yeah,
also.
yeah, because I
the
choose
Ouija
it,
board,
and I
can
know
be
I'm drawn
anyone.
to it. Yeah, and I feel like the Ouija board is like too broad.
It's just bringing in whatever.
No,
Yeah.
it's
You don't know.
It's just like, it's like a complete
Yeah.
door for like anything. Like I feel like with tarot, it's just like a little bit more specific for me, at least.
Because granted, there's like good like ghosts and like spirits.
Yeah.
Of course, but like I feel like with the Ouija board, it's like an invitation for the bad, like
Yeah.
a lot, or like more
Yeah, I
specifically.
mean, I used to fuck with the Ouija board like a lot. Like when I was younger, like I've messed with it.
Oh shit.
Me and my friends, we got in trouble for it at school.
You brought it to school?
No, we made makeshift ones.
Oh my god.
Ooh.
Yeah, we were scaring the little kids, not on purpose, but we were just doing it for fun, like whatever. But it would just get like really like weird.
Yeah.
And I felt like I think the moment I was like, I need to stop doing this was like when I would like go to sleep and I would like hear like something like whisper my name and I'd be like, nah, like I'm attaching, like something's attached to me. I can't do that.
Do you feel that has to do with anything that you experience today? Like certain situations that you might experience in the nighttime, daytime, or when you're just at home alone or something?
I hope not. I hope not. No, I don't know. Maybe. No, I think like any attachments I've had then are like gone now because I've kind of like gone through the proper cleanse. Yeah, I've done it. I hope enough times to get rid of anything. Everything now is just something new. Yeah, because I just feel like energy is very like distinct for me, so I can kind of differentiate. So it's. I don't think it's anything from the past. I don't think anything from the past is. Yeah, current for me now.
Okay. I mean, because I'm honestly, like, I'm curious about it. I'm curious to try it. I know it's not something
you can do it by yourself, Buki, if you want.
No, I know. I don't want to, but I've always been curious about it.
Yeah, you can rally a few people who are curious and try it out.
No.
Listen,
I know I'm not gonna do it.
All this sage, I'll give you all the protection.
No, I know I'm not gonna do it. I'll bitch out for sure, but it's just one of those things. I'm just curious to see what would actually happen in my situation, but I don't want it to happen because I get really scared.
Yeah.
So I don't
it's
want
like
to
the idea of it is like interesting and cool until like actually happens and you're like, okay, because I think this like the spirit world, all of that stuff is like still like really unknown and you don't really like know what to do, especially if you're kind of like not really deep into spirituality and that kind of stuff. You're kind of like, oh, like I'm fucked now. Like if you get an attachment or something happens, you're like, where do I like even go from here?
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
It can, not for me personally. So, I'll stick to my tarot cards and my crystals and stuff like that.
So you still owe me a tarot reading.
Oh yeah,
I needed.
Yeah, I can give you one for sure.
I will do it.
She even does FaceTime.
Yeah, I can do over FaceTime, whatever you need.
All right.
Yeah, she
I'm
she
here
did
at
for
your
my sister one
convenience.
time. We FaceTimed her.
Okay. All right.
I did for sister twice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
FaceTiming. Oh yeah. You went to
Yeah,
my
it's pretty
house.
interesting.
Yeah,
I'm curious to see what my cards would say.
Yeah.
Do you feel it'd be good or do you feel like it'd be kind of like mixed?
I feel like it would be bad. It's just like the things that I deal with on a personal level. It's just kind of like it's that negative energy, and I feel like
You'd be doing some negative stuff.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just
mean,
I don't know what it is. It's just I feel a lot of negative energy around me for some reason.
Yeah, it's good to like kind of get to the root of the problem if it's like something you can actually like actively go out of your way to try to change, or if it's just like situational. So.
Do you believe in gypsy curses?
Yeah, I guess so. I believe in like curses and like stuff like that. I don't personally partake in doing any of that, like hexes and stuff.
Yeah.
But I definitely do think people can like give you like the evil eye and stuff. I definitely think that.
Because I kind of feel like that's happened to me. Like somebody did something to me.
You gotta do like the egg cleansing and stuff and see what's going on.
You know what's funny is my mom used to do that when I was a kid.
Yeah.
You know, I'm just like, what are you doing, lady? Like, and she would crack the egg, and I was like, I don't see nothing.
Yeah.
But.
That I need to do that. Yeah. You just gotta
How do you
cleanse
even do the egg cleansing? What's the egg cleansing?
So it's basically they just get an egg and they just rub it all over your body.
Oh, they mean like they crack it on your head and let the
No.
You
rub the egg on your body.
Not like that.
Yeah, you rub the egg over your body and everything, and then you crack it into
a cup of water.
Yeah,
my
cup
mom
of
used to do
water.
it into a cup
and
of
then
water.
like you're not supposed to like look at it from the top, I guess. You're supposed to look at it from the side,
Yeah.
and you'll see like if it's like stringy or if there's like blood or like whatever, and then you put like certain stuff in there to like kind of help get rid of it, and then you just like flush it down the toilet. And you're apparently not supposed to look down at it when you put it in there. You just like boop boop.
Ah.
You know what's
As from
funny
what
though?
I've
Let
heard,
over.
I've only ever done it once when I was like really young with my nana. So yeah,
Oh, that's nice.
Okay.
yeah, I don't do
Good to
that.
know.
I just sage myself. I swim in the pool under the moon. Yeah.
Okay.
That sounds makes me sound crazy, but
Just a little bit. Just a little bit
yeah,
crazy.
it's
That's
nice.
okay. You know, we
No,
all have our
listen,
little
I
quirks.
sage my room. I do like I would do like once a month. I sage my room, open up that window, get every corner.
Mm.
Okay, doing a little smudging,
That's
cleanse
what.
it because I know because there's definitely like I said, like I'm a very spiritual person. I've always like it makes me sound like schizophrenic, because I really hate talking about it, but like that's why people come to me for tarot readings a lot is because like I have like a really good connection with like spirit guides. I don't know if you believe in that stuff, or you can
I,
think of like guardian angels, stuff like that.
Mm.
So
that's what I was gonna ask. Do you believe in guardian angels?
oh
Do you believe?
yeah, yeah, 100%. I've like talked to them. I don't know. I used to really deny it when I was younger, but one of my sisters who's also really into it, she's now like a certified spiritual healer.
Oh, okay.
She's like it's like a gift from the universe, you know. And I think like I more often than not, I would say like 99% of the time, like it's very accurate, and I've known things about people that like you couldn't know unless they've like personally told you. Um, and I think it's like helped a lot of people, and I'm really glad that like people have, like confided in me and like trusted me to like help them with that and being able to like communicate. Because sometimes like spirit guides and stuff like they don't want to talk to you, like
Yeah.
they don't want to give you information, they don't trust you, which is totally fine. Um, but usually like when they find someone who can, they want to talk. They want to talk and they want to you to help them help the person that they're guiding in life, you know, whether it's like a relative or an angel or whatever you want to believe and stuff like
Hmm.
that. I mean, people, I don't know, some people like believe in it, some people think I'm like crazy, but it's not really something I talk about a lot because I'm like, whatever, but you know, if it helps people, even if it gives people peace of mind, I think it's a good thing, so. Yep.
Okay. What about you, Chris? Do you believe in all that?
I mean, like,
Like spirits, like
oh yeah. I mean, I kind of, yeah, I kind of believe in anything. Like, even like, for like me, like if I spilled salt, like I'm always gonna throw it over my left shoulder, because you know.
I'm just
Yeah.
superstitious.
Yeah, the
Better safe than
superstitions.
sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I don't know. Because I don't know. There's such like big questions about like existence and like what's after. Like you know.
Oh my god, the
Okay, so
afterlife.
Like
That's
the
a
afterlife.
whole.
So,
Yeah. So
do you,
it's like. Yep. Sorry.
how? I don't mean to cut you off,
Sorry.
but how do you see the afterlife? Do you feel like when you die, it's just like the complete end, or do you feel like it's there's
Ah.
something else after?
I don't know. I feel like. Mm, I don't know. It's such a big question. I feel like it has to be something after, because it's like.
Yeah.
I mean, to be like living, like being here
Yeah.
now, to having nothing afterwards, I feel like it just kind of be like, well, what's the
Yeah.
point? You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
No. I like the idea of like reincarnation, but I also think like maybe all of it, like a little bit of everything is kind of true. I guess that's like might be contradictory, but like maybe it's just like whatever you believe in. There's multiple gods or whatever and stuff, and you kind of just go like wherever
Hmm.
you believe in and stuff like that. Because we're all made up of energy, you know, like energy like it doesn't just like disappear. So gotta go somewhere. I don't
Yeah.
know. Like I don't know. I think I personally like the idea of reincarnating. I think that's interesting. I think heaven and hell is a scary concept,
Yep.
so I hope that's not real. But you know, um, yeah,
Okay.
it's like such like a big complex question. I feel like if I
Yeah.
think about it for too long, my body gets a little cold, and I'm like, oh gosh, like I'm only 20. It's fine. We're gonna make it another day. I hope so.
No, yeah. 'Cause
Yeah.
It's like it's hard because like no one has like the definitive answer like what's
Yeah.
actually
Mhm.
afterwards. I feel like
Yeah.
if we did, it'd be like a little easier for like people to like digest of like passing on. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it's just no one knows. You know,
Have you
everyone
heard
has
of
their own ideas.
Have you heard of those stories where it's little kids who talk about their past life?
Yes.
Have you heard of those?
Yes, I love those stories. I love those stories because like there's like the idea of like people are like, "Oh, like when you see the white light at the end of the tunnel, it's really just like the light in like the the hospital room or something.
Oh, yeah, when you're about to be born.
Yeah.
Born again.
Yeah, but I guess like maybe like there could be like some like lingering things, like if reincarnation is real, maybe like lingering thoughts before your body's fully like, I don't know, acclimated to your new life or something. Because there was that one with the girl who like full blown like showed where her past life body was buried. I'm like, how do you
I
know that?
I heard about the kid who knew how he died, and it
Mhm.
was like 60 years before his birth or something like that,
Mhm.
and he like explained detail for detail of when, what day, how it happened.
Cuz how would they know that?
Exactly.
Like
And
how would
then
they have the names? Like how would they know these
and being
things
so
to
little
me?
knowing about certain things on that job that they were doing. Like
Yeah, I'm like,
how do
how
you
are you
know?
6 years old and knowing that? Like giving like these detailed names, telling me
Yeah.
the exact shift that it was or whatever. I'm like, when I was 6, dude, I was eating freaking Play-Doh. I did not know that
Getting
kind
that
of
gut of
stuff.
steel, aren't you?
Yeah, yeah, no, I'm iron deficient, so I love the saltiness of it. Off topic, but yeah.
Oh my god.
Because I also did hear that one thing where it's like your birthmark is like the wound of how you died in your
Yeah.
previous
Really
life.
interesting
have
because I got a
Apparently.
birthmark on my leg.
Yeah.
Dang.
I have a birthmark on
Okay.
my shoulder. It's pretty faded, but it was in the shape of a heart. Yeah, okay, doing a little one-two.
Ankle action. Oof.
Yeah, I have one on my shoulder. I don't know if you can't really see it at all. It's
I
just
kind
like
of see it.
it
Yeah.
looks like a bruise now, but when I was younger, like I have pictures somewhere. It was like a heart, and then I have one on my back too. They're both red. But I was always like told by like my abuela that it was because like in a past life I died of like heartbreak because I wore my heart on my sleeve kind of thing.
Hmm.
Because it's like right there, and
Yeah.
I was like, okay,
Interesting.
adds up. Adds up. I do have that trauma that crossed over to this lifetime, so maybe that's true. Yeah.
Okay.
Dang. I don't know what that says about me because I just have a white square above my butt. So
Yeah.
don't
Okay,
know
so
what that means.
Yeah.
I have this
It's fucking-
I have this image in my head, and I don't know where it comes from.
Mhm.
It's probably like one of my earliest memories that I can think of. I'm coming down from outer space, and like there's a bunch of like fireballs, kind of like comets or like asteroids, falling into Earth, and I can see like this much of Earth,
Mhm.
and I'm in this ball of fire shooting straight down, and I'm looking around, and I see all these pieces, and
Sorry, the bat scared me.
I don't know where it comes from. I don't know like why I even have that thought in my head.
Do you think?
Were you
Well-
an alien in your past life?
Well,
Dang.
people talk about that, about like indigo children, like people who were aliens like in a past life, because there's all types of aliens. You have like the grays and all that stuff. So it could always be that, because people say that like indigo children. There's other ones too, that are like here to like raise the world to a higher vibration because we're very low, I guess. And like by doing so, it helps humanity overall, because humans are not that great. We're
Yeah.
we think
Yeah.
we're advanced, but we're not. If like the stuff you hear about like the aliens and all that BS with like Project Bluebeam and all that, then like yeah, we're really far behind, and we are literally like babies to them. So
I never
Yeah.
never heard of that.
yeah.
I remember it was a thing a couple years ago where it's like they were like gonna choose people.
Yeah.
Remember that? I remember you sent me videos.
What
of
is this,
that.
the rapture? Like,
I remember in high school, this guy told me this crazy story about the Greys. He's like, yeah, they're gonna come down at so and so year, and they're gonna start doing this and that. And I'm like, but the way he explained it to me, it was kind of like scaring me. And I was like, dude, you need to shut up because I
Not
don't
right now.
like, dude. It kind of seems like it's real shit that you're saying to me, but
Yeah, when
Eventu-
people say something like so confidently, like it's really hard for me like not to believe them. I'm like,
Yeah.
okay, like, damn.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get my tinfoil hat and everything now.
yeah,
So
it's creepy. It's creepy as fuck.
yeah,
So
and I just think that there's no way there isn't aliens.
Yeah.
Like the ever expanding universe, there's no one else. We're the only living life forms. Like no.
No.
I've always thought about that. Like maybe it's not in this solar system that we're in. Maybe it's like far
Yeah,
off
but
into
there
another.
has to
Yeah,
be.
there has
yeah.
to
There
be
has
life
to
somewhere
be.
else.
Galaxy.
Which is like such a fun thing to think about, but it's also like really terrifying.
Like
Which is
my thought has always been like, what if there's another me in another planet?
Oh,
doing
like
that
something
one
more.
movie,
Yeah.
or
yeah, or like you can even think of things like Marvel, like Into the
the
Spider Verse or like the
the
multiverse,
multiverse,
stuff
yeah.
like that. Like, I think that's super interesting, and I believe in that. I think that there's like infinite realities of us, like just even
Yeah.
ones that are like super similar, but you do like one thing different. Like I
Yeah.
think there is.
Or
So
maybe we're different color skin tone. Maybe
yeah,
we got
something
like a third
something
eye
like
or
super
something.
small that's
Yeah.
like different or something like that, or like whatever. But I think there is.
That would be awesome to find out, though.
Yeah.
Like I've always thought about just shooting off into outer space for
Mhm.
years, and wherever I
Heck
land.
no,
is
I'm not going
wherever.
outer space. I'm staying right here. I'm staying right here. No, I can't handle the ocean. You think I can handle space?
Oh, space is a whole different beast.
Hell no. Hell no. I would
Oxygen.
probably die of a panic attack before anything actually happened.
Oh,
No.
especially being cooped up in that little small
the
space.
radiation.
Yeah, the
there as
small
well.
space.
Yeah.
I'm floating over there. I'm like, the moment I have to try to bathe myself in that kind of condition, I'm
Yeah.
done. I'm done. Take me out. I'm not fit for it. I wouldn't even get that far to get into the ship. They're like, girl, you're literally crying and you're just spinning in this like little simulator circle. Like it's.
Oh, there's this one episode of the Twilight Zone, where they put this guy in the.
I was trying to
No, not Twilight.
Yeah.
The Twilight Zone.
Yeah.
They put this guy in a box, and it's supposed to be like simulating him in a different planet.
Mhm.
And I think they kept him up for like so many days, and he starts losing his mind. But they don't show it. They don't show it till the end of the show.
Mhm.
That he's just in this small little box, and he's like asking for help, and he's losing his mind.
Mhm.
And I
That's
always
scary.
I always thought about, like, if I were to be in a small spot like that for hours, I would lose my
No.
shit just as bad as he would.
Take me 2 seconds.
Yeah.
I'd want to get out. I wouldn't even say I'm like that claustrophobic, but like I just like hate it.
Yeah, just being stuck in a small
like
space.
even like on that note, being buried alive, that's also scary.
Ooh.
Being in like a coffin and stuff, like or whatever the hell they put you in.
Yeah,
That small
coffin.
thing, a trunk, I
A
don't
casket.
know. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like it's scary and like small spaces are not for me, but like, if I have to, I will. Like people who do like cave crawling and stuff. How
I've
do
seen
you
those.
do
That
that?
is.
I don't know why.
is
That's
too much.
crazy. You have to hate yourself.
No, you have to have a death
You
wish.
have to hate
Yeah.
yourself.
And I've heard of people getting stuck and being stuck
Yeah.
there.
Yeah,
And
and
then,
then you can't do anything because,
upside
like-
down.
Oh, yeah.
In that one cave, and he died there.
Yeah.
You can't because you
Yeah,
can't
he's
really
done.
do anything.
you're
So-
done. That's it. That's the end of your
Like
life.
most of the, like even if they try to like break it or whatever, like you're probably still gonna die or at least end up like really injured. So
Mm.
Yeah, I just makes me wonder, like, who's the one person that like founded like that like hobby and made it popular.
yeah.
I mean, I assume it started with rock climbing, and then it escalated from there. You know,
Yeah,
They're
just
like, you know what? I think I could shoot my body into this
yeah, this little
crevice
tiny
here."
hole. See where
Yeah.
it goes. Yeah, let's find out.
Like, not
Yeah.
for me. Absolutely
Yeah.
not. I can't imagine like being an adrenaline junkie, like doing that stuff, like rock climbing, like to the extreme. Like
Yeah.
if I'm in like a little harness in a safe space, that's fine. But like doing like crazy stuff like that, like scaling walls, like Spider-Man,
No.
that's crazy to me. I can't. Or parkour. People were on like those tall buildings, like just jumping off. And I'm
I've
like,
seen some
"You
crazy
have-
accidents
yeah,
of
yeah,
parkour. That shit's
Are they all
gnarly.
suicidal? Because like you're literally playing like with your life. This is actually life and death.
Yeah.
I feel like they're always British too. Like the amount of
British.
they're always British.
Well, I feel like it's a bunch of like it's a New York thing because they got more
Yeah.
like
They got no screw
buildings.
loose, don't they?
Yeah, because there's like these two like channels I used to watch as a kid about them like parkouring like around
Yeah.
England, and they were always British.
Yeah.
One of them was in Ginger.
What a,
Yeah.
Thank you for the specifics. Yeah.
When they
It's
say
always the
gingers have no
gingers.
soul or
It's
something
always
like
the
that.
gingers. Yeah. No,
No,
I
that's
couldn't.
crazy.
That's too scary for me.
Mm-hmm.
No, I even like hate seeing it on screen, like in horror movies and stuff too. I was just like, no, absolutely not. Like you just like, ugh, no.
It's always like gut wrenching because you're like, oh, if that was
Yeah.
me, I'd fall immediately.
No, because I feel like I don't know if this is like empathy, being an empath. But like, like seeing it, I feel like I almost get too like immersed, and I feel like I'm living it. I'm like, hold on, like I can't. I need to look away for a second. So, or like when you hear like bones breaking, I'm like, no, because I can just
Eee.
imagine it. Like I can just imagine it. Cause I was watching the new, what is it, Hellraiser, the one with the
Oh, the newer
yeah,
ones?
yeah, Pinhead, the
Yeah.
recent one.
Mm-hmm. I like
That one, there was like a scene at the end with like bone breaking. I was like, like I cringed. My body cringed. I recoiled. I felt like I was gonna throw up. I was like, that's horrible. I
Yeah.
can't. Nope.
I've seen some really nasty stuff. Okay, so this is where I'm gonna end it. This is where I'm gonna end it and leave it at that because it was
Like
nice.
IRL?
No.
Oh,
No, no.
okay.
Well,
I
it
was
was
like,
it was real life stuff
Mhm.
that happened, but
Oh,
it
but
was
you
through
weren't like there to.
pictures. It was kind of
Oh,
like
okay.
it was kind of like those
okay.
things where they tell you if you do this, this will happen to you type of thing.
Mhm.
But it was
Oh.
really gruesome stuff.
Yeah.
And my parents had to sign a waiver for them to show me this video, and I think it was an entire morning at school that we spent in the cafeteria area where they showed us all these things. It was fucking gnarly, but this is where we're gonna end it because it's already gonna be like about 40 something minutes.
Okay.
Dang. That
Well
felt like
then.
20.
Right?
Yeah, that felt like nothing at all.
So-
Time was flying.
I know.
So
Time flies when you're with good people, good company.
Yeah, yep. We're having a good time.
exactly.
Exactly.
So my mom had to sign off on this waiver for them to show me pictures of accidents that paramedics had to clean up. And when I mean clean up, there was like fucking body parts spread out all out over the highway.
Mhm.
People getting their heads chopped off. People getting burned. It was some really nasty shit. And the one that stuck with me the most, and looking back at it now, ironically, I used to drive a lot. Was car accidents. The one that freaked me out the most was when the story was that this guy was in the back seat. They got into a car accident. The driver flew out the window. The guy in the back seat was not wearing a seatbelt. His teeth got stuck to the back of the guy's head in the passenger seat in the front. They both died somehow. But
Somehow, girl, they literally were.
No, yeah, they were fucking gnarly pictures.
Mhm.
And that one just stuck with me the most, and I don't know why, but it, like, when I drive to this day on the freeway, I'm just like, fuck, I
No,
really
that's why I
want to be
hate
cautious.
driving. Like I just
Yeah.
anything can happen. Like most like accidents are car accidents, and like most deaths are from car accidents. Like
Well, I mean, here, yeah, because
yeah,
you're driving
California,
constantly.
yeah, no, everyone drives horribly here. And like I trust myself, I don't trust other people to like be safe or responsible, unfortunately. So I just like I just going to work like every day, nearly 2 accidents.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
all the time. I'm like, what
I think
the heck?
today down the street from my job, somebody got hit with a car.
Oh.
According to
Ooh.
one of the customers, the girl that got hit was like bleeding from her head.
I
So
mean, I even did like a project recently about that, as you know. And they had like a fatal accident and she died, and like it's just
yeah,
from like reckless driving.
Yep.
It's just
that is. It's sad to hear, but it's the reality of what goes
Yeah.
on a day-to-day basis.
Yep. And this is why I purely go horseback only. Yeah.
I mean, you can still get fucked up in horseback, but you know,
That's
Yeah,
it's
less
not
likely.
as less likely
Not
for
gonna
sure.
happen. Yeah.
Because like with the teeth like remark that
Yeah.
you made, like another thing I heard is like or like people that just wear claw clips, like they say to take those off when you're driving, because if you're in a car crash, you like
it's
in
just
bed
gonna,
in your skull, then like that's what like nurses usually have to like take out when you're at the hospital. I'm like, ugh.
Yeah, just
No,
hearing about
thank
that makes
you.
me like cringe.
It's like it's crazy, like anything on your person can also really hurt you in
Oh,
a
yeah.
crash as well.
Mhm.
It's crazy.
yeah, and then another one too was like I don't know if you guys like putting your feet on the dash.
No.
Nope, absolutely not.
Not in this
So
household, no.
this one picture was about this girl who was in the passenger seat, and they got into a car accident, and fucking her legs got twisted back pretty bad.
Yeah.
It was a car accident because she had her feet on the dashboard.
Mm-hmm.
Like when the airbag deployed, it just.
No, I just no.
Yeah.
I think my legs are also too short.
Yeah, no, I'm like
Yeah.
Just be the toes
barely.
gripping
Yeah, the
on.
toes. Yeah, holding on for dear life. Yeah, no, I sit like I should be. So
Proper.
yeah, no, I mean, I am typically the passenger princess, but I never do that. I also feel like it's just like mostly kind of disrespectful to most people's cars, but you know. Yeah, no.
I mean, I don't know. We gotta ask the camera guy. about
Yeah.
that. Yeah. So, anything else you guys want to end this podcast episode on?
Stay safe. Don't play the Ouija board.
Screw that. You guys play the Ouija board.
No,
I'm kidding.
no,
I'm kidding. Don't do it.
Don't play
Don't
the
do
Ouija
it. Don't
board.
do
Don't
it.
invite anything bad into your body or house.
Yeah,
or
no.
wherever.
If you're cool with it, you should probably sage your spaces.
Mhm.
See a psychic once in your life. That's fun. That's fun. You should do that.
Yeah, be a good person.
Yeah, always be a
one.
good
Yeah.
person. Good person. You know.
Because you never know what's in the afterlife. You never know.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, that's so
Yeah.
true.
Yeah.
Be a good person, even when no one's watching. Because
Yeah.
if hell's real, that's gonna
Yeah.
suck for you. That's gonna suck for you. Yep.
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree. All right. So that's where we'll end it. Thank you all for watching Spooky Kid Podcast.
Yeah. And stay spooky, everybody.
Spooky,
Okay.
spooky.
Have a good night.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right.
Get
that
the
was-
merch. Get the merch. Remember.
Yeah, don't forget the
please
merch.
Get the merch. Get the merch.
Rep the merch.
Get the merch.
Yeah,
Hold on.
yeah.
Hold on. I don't know if you can see it. Can you see
Yeah.
it? Can you see it? Okay. Sorry.
Yeah.
Ass shot.
Come
My bad.
too. It's like this.
But yeah, no, great. Lovely hats, shirts, anything you want.
Yeah.
We can get it. We'll make it work just for you, baby. Just
Exactly.
for you.
You could be
Anything.
stylish and
Anything.
be happy
Yeah.
too.
You could be spooky and sexy.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yep. And if you got any requests, you know, let us know. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Spexy.
Yeah. Spexy.
All right. You guys heard it here. Spexy and sexy and all that other good stuff.
Yes.
All right. We'll end it there.
Okay.
Peace.
Bye.